Let's do this. Into the Lotus Assassin Fortress. Pretty satisfying. Look at him! Woo! The plot is thickening.
Ah, I was told to expect a new recruit, and you fit the description. Well done braving the necropolis. A troublesome walk, but it weeds out the weak. I am the Watcher, and this is the fortress of the Lotus Assassins. It was built amid the graves of 1,000 generations, the tomb of the Emperor at its core.
I want this fit in SOTOR.
Come, I will show you to the Hall of Induction. If you have servants, they will be allowed to accompany you, but you are responsible for their actions.
Okay. Right? Some Revan vibes.
Formed from the defunct Order of the Lotus Assassins are an extension of the Emperor, as dictated by Death's Hand, and implemented by Grand Inquisitor Jia.
Ooh.
Thanks to her direction, we are becoming the face of power in the Empire. The Imperial Army will soon be stationed only at taverns and fish markets. The great Golem army constructed here will spread across the Empire. Our masters will be all-powerful. You will assist if you survive. Weak recruits die quickly. Master Gang is one of our trainers. He will be your master as you seek to become an assassin. He is harsh, but his knowledge will be invaluable to you. You will find him at the opposite end of the Hall of Induction, near the entrance to the central chambers. Do not keep him waiting.
Gotta get immersed. I want to ask you some questions.
What would you like to know?
Tell me about the leaders of the Lotus Assassins.
Death's Hand is the one who brings us the will of the Emperor, but Grand Inquisitor Jia rules in his absence.
Tell me about Death's Hand.
Death's Hand rules us all. We obey him in all things, for he is the will of the Emperor. There is no more to tell. Our lives are his.
Tell me about Jia.
Grand Inquisitor Jia is the foremost acolyte of Death's Hand. She was one of the first converted from the old Order of the Lotus, and she is fearsome in her power. You would be wise to never even give the appearance of challenging her. She takes offense easily, and even masters have been killed for displeasing her.
That's right, Doro. Where can I find her?
She is not found by just anyone. Excel in your tasks, and perhaps you will be blessed with her attention. Fail, and you will be cursed with it.
Well, my other questions.
I will answer, but you should not delay your duties.
Tell me about the leaders.
Death's Hand.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I...
Tell me about this fortress and the Golem army.
This was to be the tomb of the Emperor. It rests in the heart of the necropolis, the accumulation of thousands of years of the Empire's dead. It was the perfect place to begin constructing the utterly loyal Golem forces the Emperor demanded through Death's Hand. We could harvest all the spirits we need.
Yeah, it's very similar conceptually, for sure. Why are you constructing golems?
They are the perfect soldiers. Unrelenting, obedient. The ideal that all Lotus assassins aspire to achieve. Slaves that die to be golems are blessed. The Imperial Army is weak, filled with questioning generals that do not know the path to glory. Even we assassins envy the pure subservience of a golem. Soon the will of the Emperor will be plain, and Death's Hand will step aside so he can enforce his glorious vision openly. Opposition will be impossible.
Why does he need golems? Who would dare oppose the Emperor?
There are those that think the Emperor must serve the will of the people, but they are traitors in disguise. His glory is our glory. Death's hand will make it so.
Oh boy. Do you harvest bodies from the necropolis?
No, you fool. We harvest spirits. Many linger where their bodies interred, although the freshly dead produce a far more responsive golem. We now exclusively butcher slaves for this purpose. If you are lucky, you will be allowed to help in the process. They are the perfect soldiers. Unrelenting, obedient. The ideal that all Lotus assassins aspire to achieve. Slaves that die to be golems are blessed. The Imperial Army is weak, filled with questions.
Okay. Other questions?
I will end.
Did someone try to enter the fortress just before I did?
I saw no one. Only the most skilled of our number can enter this place without my knowing. I am the Watcher.
I don't have any more questions for now.
Go to your teacher, Acolyte. Do not keep him waiting. The far end of the hall, at the entrance to the central chambers.
Find Master Gong. Once we are close enough to the heart of the assassins, we can prove Death's Hand is behind this golem army.
Did you not just hear everything he just said? He just openly admitted that the Emperor is not meant to answer to the people. Isn't that evidence enough for her? Yeah, he's not all that watchful, eh? Frick that jar.
Who
is this? Another new acolyte? Well, make sure you know your place. Whoa. Look, we have fresh blood. Another soul for the forge, or a new pet for the masters. We don't need more competition for attention.
With the rise of the golems, we acolytes have fewer opportunities to serve. You are unwelcome.
I only seek to serve the Lotus assassins. Let me pass. We all serve, but those who serve are not all equal.
We are losing status to the golem army, and you want to take more attention away from us? I think you need to prove your worth.
Do you think yourself worthy of making such a demand? What proof are you worthy of?
Should he prove his worth? No, he can defend it or die. Your masters will not like this. I am an accepted recruit. Accepted, yes, but not tested. If you die here, clearly you are not capable of joining us. We have no need of acolytes that cannot even reach their master. You! Kill this fool! Sucks to be this guy.
More blood to stain my hands. A badge of honor.
There's always a bigger fish. Oh, frick. Yeah, get in there, Silk Fox. Nice. Did you guys see that? You see what I did? You are skilled, but assassins are not just quick steps and cuts. We will see if you're strong enough. This isn't over. Hey. I see you over there. Oh, he's really sneaky, though.
So, there is no discouraging you. You have come to the heart of the assassins, and you already have enemies. Are you certain you are ready for what you will learn here?
Not really.
I don't think the choice is yours anymore. This is my realm where my demons hide. You will be forced to see them. We have discussed much in our time together, but not everything. I left some things buried, but now you have descended to their level.
More invisible than silk fogs. Whose side are you on, Zoo? Suspicious Zoo?
Whose side is worthy of having me? Is your motivation so clear now that you walk these halls? Go. Your new master is waiting. Secure a place near the heart of the assassins, and you will be near your goal. Grand Inquisitor Xia is key.
Oh, he's sneaking again.
Be careful of him. I never believed he was on our side.
Pretty based.
Is there something... I hate the assassins. Can't they see the strings that pull at them? They are unquestioning and even believe they do my father's bidding by following Death's hand.
Denial. She's
I will
copium.
expose all of this. Do everything your masters ask of you, and they will take us into the inner chambers. Then we can prove all of this to my father.
Ooh. Ah. Inactive clay golem? It looked pretty active to me, man.
What is this? Another acolyte feeling their way around in the dark?
Kind of, actually.
It takes some time for their eyes and skin to adjust. For the first few weeks, they're as easy to kill as newborn kittens.
What do you want, acolyte?
What?
We've done our work for the day and don't want to be disturbed. Unless the press is broken, leave us.
What is your purpose here?
We keep the golem press functioning. Without us, the machines could not keep up the ambitious pace that Grand Inquisitor Xia has set.
It takes 2 minds, 2 pairs of hands to control the inner structures of the press. You fools just see the controls. Inside the machines, it is impossibly complex.
Sure. Tell me about the golem press.
You would not understand the complex balance of gears and sorcery that makes it function. Even flyers are
He's sounding like that actor who didn't know what he was talking about. Who built the press?
By the will of the Emperor, Death's hand had it created.
With parts stolen from some great celestial furnace.
That's nonsense. Not everything our craftsmen create is stolen or gifted from somewhere else. We have the capability on our own.
Other questions?
If we must, what do you want?
What is your purpose? Okay. Other questions? All right.
Leave us, acolyte. What do you want?
Okay. They, have no minds of their own. They must speak in unison. Ceramic urn. Dang, that's a lot of silver.
I do what I must. I cannot complain.
Who are you? An acolyte not even in robes yet. Go sweep up after the golems. You don't have the authority to order anything from me. I have my own silver. You're not above personal sales, are you? Well, you still have a bit of personality about you. It won't last. They strip their recruits down to the essentials. Eventually, you'll just be another mask. My name, if you are still of a mind to care about names, is Merchant Kia Jong. What can I do for you? Your surname is Kia? I knew a Kia Min once. Did you? I have a niece by that name. Is she well? The last I saw of her, she was well. That is good to hear. It's been years. She was training at some out-of-the-way school, if I recall. Were you a classmate? What does she look like now? She is of a spectacular girth. She was the girl that we healed, right? And she had the knots on her head. She had like the tight braids on her head. Her hair was tied in many small knots. Yes, that sounds like Min. Her mother wears it that way. Since you are a friend of the family, I'll give you a bit of a discount. You can enjoy it until the Lotus assassins strip your will anyway. What do you have for sale? This and that. I don't stock much of the individual assassins. I mostly bring in large parts or supplies for their machines. Have a look. Oh, I can get Dire Flame style from him. That's kind of cool. Doesn't seem like he's got anything I could want, really. Just Dire Flame if I wanted it. Which I don't. I think we're gonna sell the did I sell a bronze tongue? Where's my other bronze tongue? I thought I had two. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, I do. It's just they stack on each other. That's right. What do you have for sale? Let's go ahead and sell the balance gem because I don't think I'm going to use it. I just want to keep the XP boost on. Did he have anything else? What can you tell me about the Lotus Assassins? Nothing if I wanted to keep my head. I serve what I am asked and act grateful when they pay me. They do what they do, and I keep my mouth shut. Grand Inquisitor Gia barely tolerates me, but she sees the need for a merchant with good contacts. A golem army still needs construction materials, if not much else. Alright. Nice. Nice. Clay Golem. No relation to Clay Aiken. That was a good pause. Or a save.
You are falling behind, gang. Grand Inquisitor Gia is not happy, therefore I am not happy. If your work does not improve, I will have to stop taking credit for it.
Uh-huh.
The latest battalion of golems stand idle because of you. If the production of the Jade Golem is delayed again, perhaps your soul will fuel our next attempt. I trust I have made myself clear.
Yes, Master Shin.
Oh.
I thought so.
Jump scare.
Do not let anything delay you further. It would be a shame to once more remind Grand Inquisitor Gia how incompetent you are. Yes, an absolute shame.
What do you want? So help me, if you're just some wandering slave, I'll have you butchered to color the clay golems.
Oh.
Wait, no. You are the one I was told to expect. A new recruit. As if I don't have enough trouble watching over the other fools in my care.
You will find me a competent assassin, I assure you.
You are no assassin yet, fool, despite what you may have achieved outside. Here we strip you down to nothing and rebuild you as we like.
Well, consensually, right?
If you survive, then you will be an assassin. For now, you are a Lotus acolyte, and your life expectancy is not long. Follow me down to the central chambers when you are ready to begin your indoctrination. Do not keep me waiting. A battalion of golems stand idle.
Okay. I don't think there was anything else in here. Yeah, it's some wholesome vibes. Wholesome vibes here only. Just shut the door in my face, too. What's up with that? Whoa. Oh.
Damn the heavens for the fools I lead. I am destined to suffer for their incompetence, and I have one man to blame for it. Shin.
That's pretty
The
cool.
old scorpion had one of his followers shatter a spirit shard during training. There are ghosts everywhere. I've lost 8 slaves and 3 acolytes to them. You, new blood, get over there and occupy those ghosts until I can get real Lotus assassins to clean them up. Golem production cannot be delayed by this.
He has no confidence in you. He does not know your worth.
Go on. It's your first sacrifice for your new life. I'm sure it will be glorious.
Okay. I will say one thing that this game does like better than KOTOR, obviously other than just being like completely different. I mean, I can't say it's better, but there's like way more of those little cutscenes and stuff that just add to the overall like immersion of everything. It's so good.
Greetings, young Lotus acolyte. I am the keeper of the archive.
Lord!
What can this humble servant of the order do for you?
How long have you kept your archive?
Our order has existed for 20 years. I have chronicled our new role and rise to glory. Much is mundane, minor shifts in power, the results of various campaigns.
Yeah, it was
True
more
secrets
intermittent.
are held only in the
KOTOR.
minds of Grand Inquisitor Gia and Death's Hand.
There's a bunch of them in this game. Yeah, they had some cutscenes, but like they use a lot in this game, comparatively. I want to ask more about what is in the archive.
I will answer within the limits of what someone of your ranking is permitted to know. Recent or old entries, you must give specifics.
Tell me about the leadership.
All you are allowed to know of your masters is that Death's Hand is the will of the Emperor, and Grand Inquisitor Gia rules this place for him. Obey their wishes when they are made apparent to you, or you will be destroyed. That is all an acolyte needs to understand. You may, however, ask about your Master Gong. He is not important enough to warrant secrecy.
Tell me about Master Gang.
A thoroughly average assassin relegated to indoctrinating acolytes. Due to his failure to demonstrate leadership qualities, he is not well liked. His mediocrity is magnified by the successes of Master Shin, an assassin who arrived at the same time and has catapulted through the ranks. Coincidentally, Master Shin is the one who personally documented many of Gong's failures. There is, of course, nothing strange about this.
Like in KOTOR 1, the only time you really got them was when you were getting like visions of the star maps, or like the Bastila and Revan confrontation. Like if you got like visions like that, those are like the only times I can think of off the top of my head where they had like cutscenes. And then the second one, the only one I can really think of is when Kreia is telling you about her getting beat up by Nihilus and Scion. The ship flying in and out of port. Yeah, it was like just the ship flying out of port too. Yeah. But in this game, it's just like all the time, just to like add to it.
I will
flair.
answer within the limits of what someone of your ranking is permitted to know.
Tell me about the time the order was formed.
You are permitted to know
Yeah.
the order.
Did I? I don't know. No one questioned such a brutal change.
All who did were killed, except one who first hid his doubt. On a mission to cleanse a traitor's family, he rejected Death's Hand and turned on his fellows. The bodies were unrecognizable. More have died to him over the years, but few remain who know his face. He was our most skilled, most vicious, and most hated.
So this rogue assassin escaped punishment.
He escaped death, but there is no greater penalty for a Lotus assassin than to be removed from the sight of Death's Hand and our Emperor. No doubt many of his years have been worse than death. Once you are truly indoctrinated, you will know the hunger to serve that such loyalty brings.
What was this rogue assassin called?
His name is not spoken to the acolytes. You must understand that to oppose Death's Hand is to lose all connection to your masters. Even if you live, you do not exist. There are few fates worse than being reduced to nothing. Lotus assassins can belong nowhere else. Service to Death's Hand is your life. He escaped death, but there is no greater penalty for a Lotus assassin than to be removed from the sight of Death's Hand and our Emperor. No doubt many of his years have been worse than death.
What was so different in the way you were trained?
Master Gong has been lax in indoctrinating you. No doubt he wants to make use
I like how
of your
some people say
fiery
gang, some
disposition
people say
before
gong.
stripping you of it. You will come to understand. Soon you will have nothing else but your life here. Your role as a Lotus assassin leaves no room for anything other than loyalty to Death's Hand and the Emperor. I will answer within...
Tell me about recent campaigns.
Slaves continue to be brought to the fortress from the wall and unimportant villages that have no voice to object. Our golem force continues to grow. Operations in Tien's Landing have temporarily halted, but we received glorious news that a hated enemy of the Emperor has been delivered to the palace. The accomplices who hid him were butchered, their pitiful village razed. We look forward to a day when all who oppose our masters are dealt with.
Who was this enemy?
It is unimportant. All that matters is that he was caught. We don't need to know any more than that. It is a glorious validation of all that we do to serve our masters. I will answer.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Acolyte. Serve our masters well.
Oh gosh, okay. The Grand Inquisitor's will. In your obedience to Death's Hand, do not neglect to heed the complex demands of our Mistress Jade, second in glory only to the hand of Death himself. Our mistress demands that all of her servants think clearly and completely in all that they do. She expects that all Lotus assassins exercise their minds as thoroughly as they suppress the impulses of their hearts. As Grand Inquisitor, Mistress Jade knows all things that happen within the fortress and without. Not even the deepest secrets of the most remote places in the Empire escape her knowledge. Mistress Jade demands that we be cunning, ruthless, and complete in our loyalty to her master and ours, Death's Hand. To disrespect her is to disrespect the Empire, the Emperor, and Death's Hand himself. There's going to be a lot of experience in here. Configuration of the rabbit. Oh, okay. I thought there was going to be some... You're going to have to click all of them. The Way of the Lotus. Many acolytes misinterpret the tenets of the Lotus Assassin's Order. Stated simply, there are no tenets save one, obedience. Some believe we preach strength overall, but one must be strong to even be considered for recruitment. We are assassins, not monks. Our order does not teach as much as act. Leave the teachings to the scholars in their wasteful garden. Our mandate is to serve the will of the Emperor through Death's Hand and Grand Inquisitor Jade. Because they demand strength, we give them strength. Because they demand cunning, we give them cunning. Most of all, they demand obedience, and so we give them obedience. To do otherwise would be to spit in the eyes of those who hold our spirits in their hands. Acolytes may create philosophical justifications for the lives they have chosen, but in the end, our master's wills are the only truth and the only law we serve. Ooh, level up. Whew, the undeniable fire. This is a long one. Of all threats the young Jade Empire faced, he said it, the greatest was the barbarian warlord Jing Sai, titled The Tree That Defies the Fire. Jing Sai managed to organize the barbaric horse lords into an efficient and deadly machine of warfare, conquering much of the lands to the west and north of the empire before coming to bear on the borders of the Jade Empire itself. Jing Sai, whose savagery denied even the Great Wall, built to keep his people out, led his hungry, maddened people to attack our fledgling empire in a rabid attempt to destroy all that would become our advanced and prosperous civilization. So vicious and deadly was Jing Sai's attack that it roused the insular spirit monks from their temple in the land of howling spirits to come to the Empire's aid. Left unconquered by the devouring horse lord army, the monks of Dirge stood alongside the Empire and, in a great battle, recounted by sages, playwrights, and scholars around the known world, laid waste to Zheng Sai and his ravenous army of wild bowmen. With the help of the monks from Dirge, the Empire finally burned down the tree that defies the fire, and our glorious land has never since faced so deadly a foe. Cool.